Today we're focusing on holiday safety, holiday fire safety. This is a very special time of year when families gather, and it's a lot of joyous times, a lot of cooking, a lot of festivity, a lot of decorations, and we just want to make sure that those are safe. Every year we have numerous calls to our 911 dispatch center for emergencies related to the holidays, and we just want people to enjoy those, be able to enjoy their family, and not have them interrupted with some tragic event.
The turkey fire, the reason why it goes up so bad and hot, for instance, is because of the type of oil used. Peanut oil is the recommended oil for turkey because it has such a high smoke point, which means it could burn hotter, literally, before it'll ignite. So by the time it does ignite and become a fire, it's got a lot of energy stored in it because of that high smoke point. And that superheated oil, if it touches any materials that are flammable, instantly lights them on fire. You can have a huge fire in a very short amount of time.
The number one thing, with the holidays coming up, we want to make sure that people are traveling safely. A lot of people do travel out of town or just to family and friends and loved ones. So what we're encouraging them to do is just do a little preventative maintenance or a pre-vehicle trip check and go out and look at the vehicle, look under the hood, see if you have excessive oil, and then you're going to check the vehicle fluids. You want to make sure you have water in the vehicle so you don't overheat the car, which could create a fire. You also want to check, your oil, your transmission, power steering fluid. Make sure they're all topped off and make sure the caps are on. If you have a loose cap on one of those and the cap could blow off or come off, obviously then you can start spilling those fluids onto hot surface, and then you could have a hot surface ignition. The other thing you want to look at is your battery cables. Make sure your batteries cables are nice and tight. Loose cables will tend to cause an electrical short within the electrical system of the vehicle. So you want to make sure that's nice and tight before you travel as well.
So this morning we are talking about fire extinguishers and how it ties into all the different demonstrations that we've been showing you this morning. Whether it's the Christmas trees, the live Christmas trees, or the turkey fryer, extension cords, things like that. There's a lot of different things that can go wrong around the holiday season. So we want to make sure that people understand the importance of having a fire extinguisher and how to use it. One of the things that we found is, unfortunately, since we never use a fire extinguisher, a lot of times we tend to put them in closets or cabinets, places like that tend to get hidden. So what we want to make sure is that you understand the importance of having it in a central location where every member of the family knows where it is and can get to it, okay? And it needs to be one that all members of the family can manage, can handle, can use. And then always make sure that you have an exit to your back. We don't ever want you to put yourself in a position to where you're getting trapped inside of a room.
Saw was a side-by-side demonstration on a tree that was dead and a tree that was live. We also, of course, the main thing what we wanted to show was fire sprinklers and how the difference in the amount of time it took to put one out in comparison to the other. So you saw too, the Christmas trees were right against drapery. So the minute the fire started, it started with a tree and it went up the drapes. Keep it away from drapes, keep it away from exits. Always have smoke alarms, always have a plan of exit. LED lights are a lot better, they don't get as hot. Don't daisy chain your lights into extension cords.
What we're looking at are space heaters, which are common fire starters around this time of year. We want to make sure that you're keeping proper distance around those. You need to have 3 feet clearance all the way around. That's including furniture, walls. That even is including kids and pets. The other thing that we're looking at is use of extension cords or power strips. Make sure that they're listed by a government agency that is making sure that they are safe for proper use. Another thing that we see a lot of times is people will plug multiple strands of Christmas lights in together. Look at the packaging when you're buying these and see how many it allows to be plugged in. The example we have here specifically says on the packaging, no more than 5 sets of these lights together. Another decoration that people use a lot of times is candles. You know, there's plenty of alternatives to candles. There's the flameless candles that you can use. But if you are going to use candles, don't use them as decorations. Smoke alarms, it's important that we have them, okay? And that's going to be the biggest thing this holiday season that's going to help you if there is a fire. To notify you, to alert you whether you're awake or sleeping. Fire could be in a different part of the house than where you are.
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. We always welcome your thoughts and questions, so please leave a comment down below. And if you're looking for more videos to watch, I've gathered a few right over here.